2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. The fans are filling the seats out in Boston, the site of our broadcast, and where the Celtics will be going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Taking a look at the Lakers, they've...
Tell him sit down.
2K Sports checks in with their look, and let's go straight over.
Well, guys, Isaiah Thomas may be small in size.
Great to hear that, D.A. Thank you. Thomas plays with real passion. You can tell he loves playing the game. An East versus West matchup here, but more than a little familiarity between these two teams, Chris.
Yeah, they don't see each other that much in the regular season, but when they do, these two teams draw plenty of attention.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So the Lakers 5 right now. The young pair of Ingram and Randall are at the forwards. Thomas is out there with Hart, and it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Lopez with the steal. Now here's Ingram, defended by Hayward. Offensive rebound. Randall no good. The Lakers on D come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they lost the momentum, and it's a bit surprising that one got away from them because for long stretches, they were the better team.
Well, overall, they played well enough to win, but their energy was just up and down. Too many miscues at key points of the game.
So it's the Lakers now. Thomas, no luck. Now here's Tatum. He's tightly guarded. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Now here's Irving. 11 points for him in that last game against Atlanta.
Don't forget, he also racked up 3 steals. He showed terrific anticipation and heart on the defensive end.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Now here's Ingram, defended by Hayward, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Clock at 4. Thomas dishes to Ingram. Lets it go. And again, no good by the Lakers.
May have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
The drive by Monroe. Count that bucket.
That's just outstanding awareness from Irving right there. Remarkable at finding his guys when they're wide open.
Lakers have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Woke loose and stolen by Hayward. And here comes Hayward leading the fast break. And that one's good, Irving.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And the 6th pick in the 2014 draft out of Oklahoma State. One of the Cowboys, Marcus Smart, might not put up eye-popping numbers, Chris, but they love what he brings to the table.
Yeah, it's all about his heart. I mean, his offensive game has been a little slow to develop. He doesn't shoot great percentages. And when his team needs him most, it seems like he always has a big impact on the game, whether offensively, defensively, a big rebound. He's just a good luck charm for them. He's almost like the leprechaun.
Here is Thomas. After the made shot from Greg Monroe. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's Irving. He is a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game.
Oh, that's just impeccable shooting from Irving. The D can get in his jersey all they want. It doesn't affect him one bit.
Thomas passes to Hart. He dishes it to Lopez. Pass to Ingram. Back to Thomas. Here's the floater. And he sinks the layup. Thomas got his first points of the night.
Oh, at the rim, long distance. Thomas can score from anywhere on the court.
Irving against Thomas. And again, it's Kyrie Irving with the triple. Irving's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Boston. Lakers trail by 6. Ingram kicks to Randall. Outside Thomas. Passes it to Lopez. Rejected by Monroe. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Here's Smart. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And a terrific percentage here in the first half. You got to love their rhythm and the flow with which they're playing.
Well, it's the shot selection. That's been a positive for them thus far and a negative for their opponent.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And the Lakers, Greg, for a long time could rely on the lure of Los Angeles to draw top free agents. History does a lot, it seems.
Yeah, Paul George listing them on his short list shows they still have that pull, but the Lakers will be big players in free agency, I believe, in the near future.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Conley with it, now guarded by Ball. Brown kicks to Conley from past the arc. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Conley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass the ball. There's the screen. Got a piece of it. Four on the shot clock. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his first foul. And stolen by Hayward.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal. And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Here's Ball outside for Caldwell Pope. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Celtics leading by 13 to the paint. And Hayward with the stuff.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, you got to love it. Everything's working. Offense, defense, already a big lead.
Now, here's Ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume three-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
Here is Hayward. There's the 3. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
No good from Fry.
Oh, man, you can't get much better look from three-point range than that one. That just wasn't a rhythm.
And finished off by Conley.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
Lakers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. He's just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
15 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now Conley. 7 points in the game. There's the triple. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Boston, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we'll be right back after this. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Celtics here, Celtics leading by 12, so the Lakers 5 right now. Ball runs point with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope to his side. They're the backcourt. Ivica Zubac is out there with Channing Frye, and it's Kuzma in at the 3 slot. Caldwell-Pope against Brown. Caldwell-Pope dishes the ball. Poked away. To the wing on the left. Just 5 on the clock. 11 feet away. The rebound by the Celtics. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Kuzminskis, no good.
Some tough D in the paint. Getting between him and the bucket and stopping the easy deuce. And Channing Frye has a game that's more finesse than most guys close to 7 feet. Not a great rebounder, but he's a better defender than some may think.
And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for Boston.
And they were focused on spreading the floor and getting good looks from three-point range. That was the key to their offense. They put in a lot of work on the perimeter.
Ball, no good. And Frye, a savvy vet, at 6'11", he's more a power forward or a center?
Well, I like him at the 5 spot because that way he can space the floor. That way his offense is more valuable because a big guy, you keep the defender away from it. Not really great defensively down under, so you can go back at him, but I like him at the 5 spot. He lives for these type of battles on the boards. It doesn't matter which end of the floor it is either.
Lakers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Celtics leading by 9 to the middle. Here's Morris. Kuzma pulls it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Frye, good.
Oh, the floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
The pass to Kuzminskis. Connects from 3-point range. Kuzminskis has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Timeout called the Lakers. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
Yeah, this is a great rivalry, guys. I mean, even though they're in opposite conferences, you look back and these teams have a lot of history.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Monroe's checked in for Kuzminskis. Tatum comes in for Marcus Morris. Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Irving subbed in for Mike Conley. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That is his first foul of the game. With some arc to the left wing. Here's Hart. They grab their own miss. Randall. And at last, they get one to fall. Randall's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Celtics leading by 8. And on the way from Irving for 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep. Well, Chris, we often ask you who the best power forwards are right now. Let's switch it up. Who do you feel is the best true center in the league right now?
Well, I think you have to look at DeAndre Jordan and defensively what he does, and then maybe go down to Detroit and look at Drummond or Marc Gasol and how he can step back now, shoot the 3 and post you up. But to me, it's a no-brainer if we're talking centers, and maybe he's even a power forward. But I got to go with DeMarcus Cousins. So he's a 7-footer that can score outside, inside, knock down free throws with consistency, 3-pointers with consistency, post you up like an old-school player, and then hit you with some new-school moves. He's something special to watch.
Embiid is intriguing as well, I think.
You have to love Embiid. He's a new-school type player, too, that is so agile, so versatile. You have to love his work ethic, his patience, the big process, and most importantly, I love his personality. It's great for the game. It grows the game. How can you not love this young kid? And hopefully he can stay healthy enough to show us all the great things that he has.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Zubats. Lakers trail by 15. Lopez a screen. Ingram kicks to Thomas. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Tatum. And that's 13 points for Kyrie Irving.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And let's take a quick look at the point guards this year, racking up the most steals per game. Kyrie Irving, number 1.
And despite the offensive responsibilities that come with being a point guard, I think he may enjoy the defensive aspect of the game even more.
Well, to me, that's what makes him such a unique player, because not everyone likes playing D. But this guy, he truly loves it.
Oof. Ugly 2nd quarter for him, and now I think he's starting to really force the issue.
Smart. Off target from 3-point range. Lakers trail by 17. Ingram with it. 11-point game his last outing. Here's Hart. 6 to shoot. Lopez a screen. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Got a piece of it, but they recover it. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot makes it very difficult to block.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston.
Well, Brandon Ingram with the 7'3" wings. Man, I mean, guard skills with the reach of a center, that gives him a lot of positional versatility.
Luol Deng is checked in for the Lakers.
And let's review some numbers for Ingram. He's getting around 8 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he continues to hone his game. I think the potential is there.
Oh, yeah, you can see the potential, but it's raw. He needs to keep refining that skill set.
Here's Kuzminskis. Misses the three.
A frustrating start to this quarter for him.
From the arc, Craig Monroe with the rebound, and it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Lakers trail by 15. Here's Hart. 11 points for him in that last game against Memphis.
Kevin, and he was nasty on defense as well with 4 big steals on the night.
The finish, and it's Monroe finishing it off.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Thomas goes in. Not going to go that time. Now the Celtics take it the other way.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
Lopez a screen. Pass to Hart. And there's a whistle that goes against Greg Monroe. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Now you better watch it. He doesn't want to pick up a third foul before halftime.
35 seconds left in the second quarter. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Hayward with some nice D. Irving passes to Kuzminskis. Over Caldwell Pope, and another basket for Boston.
And beginning to pull away. Really effective play calling halfway through this.
Well, they figured out what's working, and that's what they're going to keep hammering on.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Los Angeles.
The first free throw is good. And Caldwell Pope drops them both. So it's the Celtics now. Tice. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Oh, that's why you see them flexing a little bit. They're feeling good about how they've dominated.
And so it's the Boston Celtics holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, they was important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got our offensive rebound too as well. Get us on some second.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 13 points and 1 rebound. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, they went downtown and threw a party, and fortunately, we were all invited. The key is their shooters weren't afraid to pull the trigger on open looks, and it's a blowout right now.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Hart.
as we begin the second half. First half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Oh, well, they've done a good...
And the Celtics with possession here. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Well, for the Celtics, their trade with the Nets is the gold standard for asset hunting. But a lot of smaller deals along the way, fortifying their roster.
Yeah, they ended up with the top pick this past year. Though they traded out of it, I mean, have a good chance to even get more top picks. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
You've got Monroe, Hayward out there with Tatum. Then there's Smart, and it's Irving at the 1 spot. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half.
Oh, Irving does a solid job maintaining his balance, even with the D being all over him. Impressive athleticism.
Thomas kicks to Ingram. Goes up to the stripe. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Ingram's got his second basket of the game.
That's just not quite tight enough for him to impact the shot. He got a good look on that.
Here's Tatum. Here's Smart. Tries again, and that's going to be a treble. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Boston. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, Philadelphia, 3.5 back.
And, you know, for the Celtics, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
That's why you have to give a ton of credit to the players in terms of how they've played all season. And they aren't done yet.
Tatum, good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And Tatum already showing some efficiency from beyond. Fantastic at getting the position he wants for the shot.
Timeout called the Lakers. And the Lakers have picked second in the draft now for 3 consecutive years. Out of all the players they've acquired, Chris, who do you think has the chance to be the best, Ingram or Ball?
Well, I definitely like Ingram. I think his upside, his potential, his athletic ability. He's wiry. They played him a little at point last year. His rookie season wasn't dominant, but that doesn't mean anything. I really like his game. But I really like Lonzo Ball. I think he brings that talent and leadership. I think he has the talent to become that franchise player. Forget what I think. Magic thinks that.
The Celtics making a switch here. Kuzminskis is checked in, and there's the call on Kuzminskis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Irving against Thomas. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
Big things come in small packages, Kevin. I mean, Thomas just contorting to finish through the foul. Well, how about Isaiah Thomas making his second All-Star game last season? I mean, many people felt he should have been a starter. The fan vote ended up early and giving it to Kyrie Irving and DeMar DeRozan instead, but terrific season for Isaiah Thomas.
Here's Kuzminskis. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now here's Ingram. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game, and it's in there. And Thomas last season setting career highs in scoring and efficiency, Chris.
Oh, well, he took his play to a new level. Only 5'9", but you can't measure the size of his heart.
Monroe's shot is good.
Love the grit on the offensive glass. Those are just effort points.
The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Tipped away. Lopez a screen. Here's Hart. No good with the triple. Celtics leading by 23. To the inside. Irving kicks to Hayward. Monroe dishes to Tatum. Here's Kuzminskis. Kept alive by Boston. The kick out to Irving. Hands it from downtown. Irving's got 20 points.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
Now into the lineup for the Lakers.
Back to Thomas. Ball's knocked loose. Randall with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. 4 on the clock. Kuzma can't get it to go. Boston's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Kuzminskis. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Kuzminskis has got 10.
And Tatum is all about doing what's best for the team. Superb as a ball mover in terms of finding his teammates.
And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. So both teams making some changes here. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's the screen to stop the run, and Ball slams it in.
And I just love the aggressiveness from Ball. When he's driving to the hoop, he's ready to attack the rim at will.
Chris, you've been on both sides of the coin for this. When it comes to a veteran presence in the locker room, just how important is that? When you were a young player getting it, and maybe as an older player when you were preaching.
When I was a rookie, Kevin, I needed a veteran just as much as I needed an assistant coach. They were that important to me because when you think about it, that's how you learn your routine.
Wow.
What to eat before a game, how many hours to eat before a game, how to recoup after a game, how to say no to your friends and family for playoff tickets because, you're at home and you got to buy 75 tickets. Just kind of how to navigate through life. That veteran player can help. And I think that's one thing when the game kind of got lost in years past, it was because we lost that veteran presence in the locker room. And so, to me, the veteran presence is everything. Chris Mullin getting on me because I'm a rookie. I would have paid him to do that. So, it's really cool because just as much as they get on you, they help you and they explain the game, help you out with life and everything else. So it's like a big brother relationship.
Oh, that's good to hear. Conley, the pass to Hayward from outside the arc, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his third assist on the night. For Los Angeles, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Now, here's Ball, covered by Conley. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That'll be his second foul of the game. Smart's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Luol Deng is checked in for the Lakers. Ball with a wide-open look. No good on the three. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Hey, look, that's what they want. The ball is in his hands in the post. Just didn't have the touch that time. He caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now, that was timing.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well. How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And on the season, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's covered closely. Pope loose. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Checking in for your Celtics, Aaron Baines.
Five seconds left in the third. Here's Smart. He nails the buzzer beater.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
Yeah, clock running out. They stay poised and get the shot off just in time.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Boston on top, just dominating this one. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And the Lakers have possession. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Channing Frye out there with Bryant. Then it's Deng. Then it's Ennis, and it's Ball in at the 2 spot. The shot by Bryant, no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Morris with the bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Harrison. That is his first foul of the game. Yabusele, he's checked in for Boston. Here's Ennis, outside Dang. And there's Bryant. That's good on the assist by Dang.
Oh, just a brick wall of a screen. Knocks the defender out of the play.
Harrison kicks to Smart. Beyond the arc. And again, Buxton with the triple.
Just an average shooter from range. Squares up nicely on that one.
And Los Angeles guys, shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Ball kicks to Ennis. Out to the right wing. Knocked away. Down low. Shots good by Baines.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Feeds to Bryant. It's stolen by Morris. And Smart with a clear path to the hoop. Jumps up, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And that one's good, Harrison.
And that monster lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
We'll give the coach a little credit. There's been some great play calling. Each guy doing his part. This is what you're hoping to achieve.
Bryant dishes to Fry. There's the pick. He kicks to Dang. Back to Fry. Clock at 4. Can they get it? And again, the Lakers no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now, here's Ball. Guarded by Smart. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for the Lakers. Julius Randle's checked in for Fry. And Hart subbed in for Ball. It's stolen by Morris. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Ennis kicks to Randle. They set the pick. And it's Dang in the corner. That's short off the rim.
And they've just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, trying to recapture momentum. When the tide's running against you, very difficult to do. What do the young kids say today? Ride that wave.
And the Celtics building a new 70,000 square foot practice facility. They'll call it the Auerbach Center.
Oh, yeah, very impressive. Set to open this spring. The Celtics, one of those forward-thinking organizations. I'm not surprised to see them investing in their player development.
And the Lakers making a change here. Zubats is checked in. And Chris, you had to deal with different injuries during your playing career. Some guys get bit by the injury bug, and some others avoid it their whole career. Do you think that staying healthy, Chris, is a skill, or is it just luck of the draw?
Man, that's a great question, Kevin. I really can't answer that. When you look at a guy like Jordan and seeing him only hurt his ankle one time, or
right.
You know, I do think when you take care of your body and you prepare, that you can definitely stave off injuries. But at the same time, I think it's the luck of the draw. If you're a guy like myself and you're rebounding in the paint and there are a lot of feet under you, you're going to come down on someone's ankle and twist your ankle. We've seen a lot of non-physical injuries, a lot of injuries that just seem to happen out of nowhere. When you look at George's injury with the Olympics that time, or you look at a guy like Steph Curry with his ankle injuries that he had back in the day. So I really can't answer that. That's a great question. It's like what comes first, the chicken or the egg? But I would just say this, no matter how hard you work, it takes a little bit of luck to be successful. I think we always say that. So I would lean on more so the side of luck than necessarily being prepared and not having an injury.
Good answer. Celtics passing it around. Kicks it to Morris. Inside, down to 5 on the shot clock.
And Morris does a great job keeping his head up, finding his teammates for quality shots.
1:44 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ennis with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Now that's a shot they'll be happy with on every trip, no matter who's taking it. But he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Boston.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kyrie Irving.
Even when the entire defense was focused on stopping him, they couldn't slow him down. I mean, a terrific offensive player.
That's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
Lakers ball.
Just 5 to shoot. Ennis passes to Caldwell Pope. The Lakers keep it alive. Fresh 24. Randall dishes to Ennis. They set the screen. There's the feed to Dang. Puts up a 3. Ennis misses. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Outside Irving. Launches it. And again, Boston with the triple.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack mindset.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. Just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in, and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.